In the autumn of 1966, as the Vietnam War swallowed whole cities, villages, and generations, a small country thousands of miles away issued one of the harshest condemnations ever written against the United States. From inside the People's Assembly of Socialist Albania came a declaration, not diplomatic, not cautious, but fiery, ideological, and absolute a warning to the world and a message of loyalty to the Vietnamese people. Tonight, we open that document. And now, the declaration begins. Today, the attention of all the peoples of the world is directed toward the bloody events taking place in Vietnam, where the United States of America, following with determination its policy of aggression and war, of suppressing the freedom and independence of nations and imposing its domination over the world, has been carrying out for 12 years now an open and barbaric aggression against the heroic Vietnamese people. The United States, violating the Geneva Agreements of 1954 on Vietnam, disregarding every international and moral norm, trampling on the basic rights of the Vietnamese people, their independence, national sovereignty and territorial integrity, seeks to prevent the peaceful reunification of Vietnam, to turn South Vietnam into a true colony of its own, and to transform it into a base of aggression against the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, the People's Republic of China, and other peace-loving nations of Asia. After suffering many defeats, each more shameful than the last, the American imperialists, even when facing the risk of being thrown into the sea, expanded their criminal aggression into the north, against the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, while at the same time sending more than 300,000 troops into South Vietnam. But neither the scorched earth policy they apply in the south, with the most inhuman and exterminating weapons, nor the unceasing aerial attacks against the cities and villages of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam have saved the aggressors. They have only exposed to the entire world the true face of the American imperialists. The so-called international guardians, revealed now as the number one enemy of humanity, the most savage criminal of war history has ever known, before this raging aggression. The brave and freedom-loving Vietnamese people, north and south, have risen as one, and ignoring all sacrifices, hardships and obstacles are waging a heroic struggle to defend the north, liberate the south, and reunify their homeland. In response to the call of July 17th of this year by the President of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, the Vietnamese people have raised even higher their revolutionary determination and are fighting with unbreakable resolve against the American imperialist aggressors, striking them each day with death-dealing blows. Their struggle serves as a great source of inspiration and encouragement for all the peoples of the world. It is a valuable contribution to the powerful movement of oppressed nations fighting for national independence, democracy, peace, and social progress. Exactly for this just struggle, the heroic Vietnamese people have won the admiration, respect, and support of all freedom-loving humanity. In Vietnam, American imperialism is living its worst days, suffering the most shameful defeats in its history. Against the will and determination of a united and courageous people fighting for a just cause, American imperialism will be defeated. The government of the United States, in an effort to escape its inevitable defeat, follows a deceitful tactic of double-faced policy. On one hand, it furiously escalates the criminal war in South Vietnam, while on the other, to deceive world public opinion, it raises a deafening noise about its alleged willingness for a peaceful solution through unconditional negotiations, which are nothing but a grand conspiracy against the Vietnamese people, aimed at achieving at the conference table what it cannot secure on the battlefield. In their criminal aggression in Vietnam, the American imperialists have the full support of the Soviet revisionist leadership. Despite their hypocritical calls for joint action and their demagogic declarations about the so-called aid for Vietnam, the Soviet revisionists are conspiring together with American imperialism, sabotaging the heroic struggle of Vietnam, acting as true enemies of the Vietnamese people and giving great service to the American aggressors. The Albanian people, the Party of Labour of Albania, the government, and the People's Assembly of the People's Republic of Albania follow with special attention, stand in full solidarity, and unreservedly support the just struggle of the Vietnamese people. They have been, they are, and they will always be on the side of the Vietnamese people until their complete victory over the bloodthirsty American imperialist, the People's Assembly of the People's Republic of Albania, expressing the will of the entire Albanian people, sends its warmest greetings to the Vietnamese people and solemnly declares its full support for the July 17, 1966 call of President Ho Chi Minh, as well as for the 4 points of the government of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam and the 5-point program of the National Front for the Liberation of South Vietnam, the only correct path for resolving the Vietnamese question. A forgotten declaration from a small nation with a loud voice, standing thousands of miles away from the jungles of Vietnam, yet speaking as if the fire burned at its own borders, one more piece of the Cold War, one more truth preserved, one more document pulled from the shadows and brought into the light, another truth revealed, another secret uncovered by the black folder.